Tennessee Titans Weekly, we carry the rock, but being the best podcast with Huff and Jock. We cover the Titans early in the morning or later, with everything you need, spitting facts, no paper. From the Music City, born and raised, we reppin'. The city and the state of Tennessee, we steppin'. Our fans enjoy, they say to enlighten us. Let's go Titans fans and tighten up. Welcome to your favorite Tennessee Titans podcast. We're here to be the best and never last. Hawk and Jock, what's the plot? To make the Super Bowl, or can we win or not? Welcome to your favorite Tennessee Titans podcast. We give you news and perspectives and do it fast. When you see our shows, tell us what's up. Let's get this win and go home and tighten.
Welcome to your favorite Tennessee Titans podcast, Tennessee Titans Weekly. Jacques. Jacques. What up, folks? Good morning, good afternoon. The draft is here, Jacques.
Yes, sir.
The draft starts in an hour, doesn't it?
It does, man. The anticipation is kind of crazy, bro, because it's one of those things, man. I don't know. This draft feels weird. Like it feels. I don't know. I don't know. Do you feel a little anxious?
Yeah, because we got the first pick of the draft. This is uncharted territory, right?
A little jittery, man. I'm just It feels crazy, but man, hey, we here, bro. We've been waiting for 2 to 3 months, almost 4 months for this time. So
that's right,
man. We finally here, bro. We're here
for sure, man. So what's up, everybody? What's going down? Who do we got in there? What's your opinion on Cam Ward?
Jeremiah, man. What up,
yes,
Jeremiah?
Sir.
What up? We'll get there. We'll get to that.
Toy P, what's happening?
What up, Toy? What up with
it's
you?
Good. What's happening?
B Grove, my boy. What up with you?
What up?
We got James Rogers in the building.
Night.
What is going on?
That's
Rodney G in the building. What's happening, bro?
What's good?
Yes, sir. You got people still piling on in. I mean, we'll
Absolutely.
Give some time.
What up, y'all? What's good? Y'all excited about this draft, man? I am. I'm finally glad it's here for sure.
Man.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So
well,
cool. Well, y'all, we're gonna go ahead and get started. We will tell you at the top of the real draft, this show will be done. You know what I'm saying? If we get done well before that, we will. We're not missing the draft. So, but we want to at least do a mock draft. You know what I'm saying before the draft started to let y'all know what we think and things like that. We want to do it right before the draft to get you all prepared. You know what I mean? It's like the pre-draft before the draft, right? So, Jacques.
Yes,
let's get cracking, bro. All right, so we have had some other like mock shows. We had one yesterday on Bleach Report and things like that. So this is our finalized in stone mock draft. This one right here live. You're watching us right now. All right,
yes,
Jacques, let's get it cracking. Okay, so
all right, brother.
The Tennessee Titans are on the clock, literally. All right. But we're on our clock right now. We're gonna start early.
Yeah.
All right, so
yes,
for the first round, pick one, Jacques.
Mm-hmm.
The Tennessee Titans. This is Jacques Tennessee Titans. Pick one.
Yes,
select.
Me. I select. I don't know if you're gonna control the background, but
okay. Let's see here.
Let me see.
Does it allow you to put on there or no?
It do. I can rock with it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry
about it. Mr. Cameron Ward. Now, his mother wants him to be called Mr. Cameron Ward. So we're going to call him by his government name and what he would like to be called by his mother. But the reason why I'm going Cam Ward in this first pick of the 2025 draft is because it's a need for this team, right? It's a glaring hole. We've had quarterback struggles now for the last 2 to 3 years, and we need somebody to come in and get everything going. Just a brief background of Cameron. Everybody should know, but if you don't know, he's been to 3 different schools. Incarnate Ward was where he started off, man. And I did a lot of background and research digging on Cam, man. He was a 0-star recruit. He came from a wing T offense in high school. So that played a part of why he didn't get recruited like he should have gotten recruited. And of course that hides that, right? But what he was been able to do is grinding from Incarnate Ward, then choosing Washington State, and then we know him from Miami. And I think everybody knows him from Miami, but Miami is what solidified him. But the grind that he put in, man, is ridiculous. 3 offensive systems. The different wide receivers getting acclimated to specific things, man. It's been amazing for him. So to see him climb from what he did. Now, if you're still not a believer in Cam, there's 2 games that I would like you to go watch. Okay. I would say we got Duval fan here. It's funny. I would suggest to go watch the Florida Gator game. Okay. That was the game that I feel like that put the spotlight on him, right? They say, hey, okay, who's this kid? This kid's pretty dope. Then I would say go watch the Cal game. The Cal game, if you want to see him struggle and see how he handles adversity, how he handles leadership, how he able to come back, come check him out. Again, we've done our analysis on Cam, but that's just a brief. So this is why with the first pick of the 2025 draft, the Tennessee Titans, Jocks Tennessee Titans select Cameron Ward. What about you, Hawk?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So for me, great analysis. Pick 1 for the Tennessee Titans and in the NFL. The first pick of this draft goes to Cameron Anthony Ward, quarterback, Miami. Cameron Ward, this guy here, man, let me tell you, bro, for those that have not watched any highlights or just film of him, man, hey, man, we have been saying this since October. And I'm going to tell y'all, I really think, if not the first, I'm going to say the first. There might have been others that have said it prior to that. In our end of September, we knew the season was done. All you got to do is watch our videos. We're done. We knew it. Put a fork in us. We're complete. We're done. And at some point, it was like, hey, man, we might get the first pick of the draft. So at the end of October, we was like, man, listen, that's a possibility. Who should we draft? We both said Cameron Ward, and we've been saying that since then. And so we've done a lot of research, a lot of analysis on a guy that threw for 4,300 yards last year, 39 touchdowns, is the all-time leading quarterback in touchdowns in NCAA history. Even with a short season, this guy did that, right? So you have a guy that's unbelievably productive. Not only can he throw from the pocket, he also can maneuver outside the pocket and make throws. He's not just a running type of a guy. He prefer to throw it first, right? And I think in Callahan's offense, I think Cam Ward will fit very well with the offense, and he'll do what he wants him to do in the offense he wants to run. I really think he could be a perfect marriage for the Tennessee Titans. At the end of the day, y'all, we need a quarterback, right? So who's QB1? And for the longest, it was like it'd be stupid for us not to draft a quarterback if that's what we need. And we have a quarterback 1 that somebody else would pick. If we don't pick 1, he'd go number 2. So we're in a prime position. You don't trade. You make the quarterback switch right now. Will Levis has been here for 2 seasons, 1.5 years playing. We know, hey, he ain't got it. We got to move forward. The NFL does not wait a long time, bro. You need to go on and start getting things done. Welcome Cam Ward. Pick 1 for the Tennessee Titans, Cameron Anthony Ward. For sure.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right. So we got Ed Champ in the building. He says, tighten up, fellas.
What up?
We got Nigel. What's going on, brother? Ocho. What is up? What is up, Mr. Cashville?
Mr. Cashville. What's popping?
Yes, sir. N and J. What's happening, brother?
Is there anybody in the chat? What up, Duval? If there's anybody in the chat that don't feel like we should draft Cam Ward, hey, post it out there and let us know what you think.
Exactly. We got Scooter Kelly in the building. Captain Trips, man. We got some OGs in the building, man. We ain't seen in a minute, so it's good to see y'all, dude. It's good. All right. So let's get to round 2, man. Round 2 of the 2025 draft. I think we have pick 35.
Yep.
With Hawks, Tennessee Titans. He selects.
So Cam Ward, he needs some weapons, Jock. He does, right? He does. And, you know, I've said in some shows, defensive end and things, right? And when you think of defensive end, you know, you probably don't think that's a weapon because they signed us on defense, right? So for me, in the second round, pick 35, Jock, I'm going wide receiver Luther Burden III. Luther Burden, welcome to Nashville. So Luther Burden was very, very productive in college, right? This guy's a 6-foot receiver, and he plays a lot bigger than what his size says as well, too. I've seen many games, even last season, Luther Burden will make a catch, man, break a tackle, and he will go. And Luther Burden was very productive. Efficiency-wise as well, he had 61 catches last year, 676 yards. His junior year, bro, this guy had 1,200 yards receiving on 86 catches and 9 touchdowns. Very productive, a guy that could be, you know, we have a lot of old receivers, you know, right now, right? We just signed
Tyler Lockett
from the Seattle Seahawks. So, you know, I know we've been the retirement home. So this is the spot you get your young receiver right now. Get you Luther Burden right now. Get him right now. Luther Burden was arguably the best receiver in the SEC last season. And it's early in the second round. He has late first round talent, and you have an opportunity to get him. Luther Burden was a playmaker. His stats did fall off last year. Caught a lot of quarterback issues. Missouri didn't play well. When the ball was thrown his way, he made plays. Great route runner, great break tackler. Luther Burden III, welcome to Nashville. All right,
Nice.
So Jacques.
Yes, sir.
Round number 2, pick
Yes,
35. Jacques, Tennessee Titans selects.
So I am similar. I'm going in a similar direction. I think once you get your young receiver, we've seen a trend in the NFL where teams that pick quarterbacks in the first round, they either get their best friend or they pick up a receiver. And this is somebody that has been having some buzz where they're going to fall out the first round. If he does, and he's at 35, you take him, man.
Yes, sir.
And that is Emeka Egbuka from Ohio State. Man, this kid, man, I can't say enough, dude. He's been with Ohio State for a minute, man. And when I say statistically, he had 81 receptions and 1,011 yards and 10 touchdowns last year. He was a part of the pivotal role of the Ohio State winning the national championship, right? In the previous year, he only had 515 yards, but that's a reason. He had Marvin Harrison Jr. on one side, and I think he had another receiver on the other side, man, that was pretty solid. So he's a friendly guy to where he's like, hey, I'm okay with taking a back seat if I need to, right? But if I need to step it up, I'm going to step it up. His 2022 season, man, he had 1,051 yards, and I think the other kid that was from Ohio State that got drafted, he plays for Seattle.
Jackson Smith-Njigba.
Yes, sir, Jackson Smith. He had him in that same wide receiver room. So when I look at Egbuka, he fits the bill. He's a team, what I call a wide receiver friendly wide receiver to a rookie quarterback that runs good mid-range and short range and long range routes. He's very productive, man. And when I say productive, you just can't say enough of him, right? The knock on him is they'll say his speed, right? You'll hear this crap. And I think that's why they're saying he might fall out the first rounds, because he didn't run a 4.43 or whatnot. He runs a 4.4, okay? And he's only 6'1", right? So for me, I can see the Titans grabbing a receiver, which we got Luther Burden, and then I got Emeka going with the 35th pick.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. For sure. All right. Cool. Okay. All right. So Jacques, round 3. Oh, no, we don't have a third round pick. Oh. So maybe some trades will happen. Maybe we'll get a third round pick. But as of right now, at this second, we do not have a third round pick. So next on our list, the 4th round, Jacques. So drum roll. And we got that poll question out there, by the way, too, between Egbuka and Luther Burden out there as well as far as receivers. So Jacques and I are definitely on the same page as far as the position of draft. But the other two, who would y'all think, we could draft if they were available? All right, in the 4th round, pick 103. Jacques, Tennessee Titans, selects.
All right. So here we need some end help, right? And I was thinking about going right in here / linebacker, but I said, you know what? I can't pass up on a receiver. But in the 4th round, since we do have 2 4th round picks, I have us taking the kid from UCLA. He has another long name. I'm going to say his last name, Ola Dijo. But it's Ola Wafami, right? He's from UCLA. He's a linebacker, man, about, I think, 6'1", man, about 225. Solid, man. He's a lively kid. And I know this is very random when you think about it. Hey, man, what's his sack totals, right? He had about 5 sacks last year, but he's active. He's always around the ball. When I was looking at his film, he has a high motor. He's always going. And I'm like, man, he'll be solid in this defense, right? Right. And rightfully so when you think about the defense. We lost Harold Landry. We did. But you need something to make up for that. And when I look at T. Sweat and what Jeffrey Simmons is able to do in the middle, those two in the middle are monsters, right? Yeah. They're monsters. So with that pick, man, you plug them in, you play them, you go about your day, and we go from there. So that's my pick with the 4th round, with our first 4th round pick. We get our right end / linebacker, and 2, he can play hands in the dirt, and he can play standing up too. So
yes, sir.
Pretty solid player.
Sir. Hey, I like the pick. I like the pick a lot, actually.
Yes, sir.
All right. So for me,
yes, sir. Hey, with the 4th round, Hawks, Tennessee Titans choose.
All right. So you and me, I think, on the same wavelength, brother. I think we are, bro.
That's right.
So I'm going for Dill Diggs here.
Oh,
wrong.
you giving the secrets, man.
I did. My bad. Say Same color jersey or whatever. Do I got a picture of this joke on here? Do I? I thought I put it on there, the picture on here. Maybe I didn't. All right. Whatever. It's all cool. It's not on there. All right, whatever. All right. So Fadil Diggs, defensive end that played at Syracuse. Fadil Diggs is a guy ran a 4.5 shot. This guy's 6'5", 257. And this guy here made a lot of plays for Syracuse on defense. He not only did that as well, he played at Texas A&M his first 3 seasons. And he didn't play as well at A&M. So he made the transfer, went through the transfer portal, and went to Syracuse. He's from New Jersey, so it's a little bit closer, you know what I'm saying, up north, you know what I'm saying, than playing down south. This guy had 45 tackles last season. And what's impressive is that he had 17 tackles for losses. See, to me, that's huge. Fadil Diggs not only played defensive end, he can play defensive tackle. So he's sort of a swing defensive lineman, right? You know, more of a lean, tall guy. And he ran a 4.57 in the 40. Bro, that's what's going to really help him in this draft. I think the reason why he wasn't picked any higher, he don't have super stats in his career. Like just, you know, he had a good season this year. Was a 4-star recruit coming out of high school. So he has some accolades, right? But I think, man, this will be a great pickup for us, and we were able to pick up Fadil Diggs at this spot in the 4th round. Welcome to Nashville, Fadil Diggs.
Got it. Nice,
Yep.
Nice pick.
Yep.
Nice pick. All right.
All right.
Oh, is this our second 4th round pick that we have?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Let me know when I'm on the clock. I'm on the clock, huh?
All right. Now I think it's me on the clock. It's a round.
Oh, you on the clock.
It's round robin.
All right, Hawk. With
Yep.
the second 4th round pick, we got 2. And people,
Yep.
ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know, we have 2 4th round picks.
Facts.
With the second 4th round pick, Hawk, who are you going with?
So I'm going to keep it on the defensive side of the ball here. All right. And I think this is a position that we need some help. And I think we could fulfill this position. And I'm going to tell you this. Of all the players that I'm saying that we would draft, I think the one guy that can make an impact on this team immediately could be a star in this league, bro. I'm going Lathan Ransom from Ohio State, okay? This guy right here, y'all, hey, this guy was a dog at Ohio State, okay? He's a free safety. Not only is he a free safety, this guy was 6'1", about 210. He had 75 tackles last season. A huge hitter, okay? What really made me think of him was when they played Tennessee. This man was all over the field, right? Not only just say hitting, but making tackles. Like, anytime they, Tennessee would try to break a play or so, he was always around. So number 8 all over the field. This guy here, Ransom, could be a big-time player, bro. He's not a guy that gets a lot of interceptions, not really, 3 interceptions, not really a playmaker at that spot, but he makes really big hits. He's not afraid to make contact. He goes in there, he sacks the quarterback as well, too. On their defense, Ohio State had a top defense. They won the national championship. He was the leader in the defensive backfield. We would be lucky to get Lathan Ransom at this spot. But because he's a safety, 4th round is a really good spot to pick up a good safety, right? I think he can sort of hide in the weeds a little bit. We pick him up. Man, we're good. Who else has seen Lathan Ransom, man? This guy was a popular player for Ohio State. Lathan Ransom, welcome to Nashville. All right, Jacques.
Yes, sir.
4th round, pick,
right.
120. Jacques, Tennessee Titans, selects.
All right. So I'm double dipping, okay? And what I mean by double dipping, I don't think this probably has happened before. But for the Titans, our young quarterback needs help, okay? And I'm going with his Washington State teammate, Kyle Williams, okay?
Yes, sir. Yes,
now,
sir.
if you don't know too much about Kyle Williams, he plays at Washington State. This kid, man, is solid. He's a good deep threat when it comes to playing in mostly probably – he played a little bit on the outside, but he plays mostly in the slot. Man, he's a good route runner, dude. And he was actually part of the 2023 season where Cam Ward was there, and 61 receptions, 842 yards, 13 receptions. But what stood out to me this year, his stats kept going up each time. He's caught 14 touchdowns, dog. 14 touchdowns of 1,098 yards and 70 receptions. You're talking about serviceable. And when I say serviceable, again, like you reiterated, we have an old wide receiver room right now. We got Van Jefferson, Tyler Lockett, and Calvin Ridley, right?
Yep.
You need to replace those two because contractually Calvin is eating up a lot of the salary cap, right?
Facts,
If I can get a young bull coming in here that can kind of take his place, hey, we straight. And in that case too, you can't never have like DBs. You can't never have enough receivers, especially in this league now. So with my 4th pick, man, I'm going Kyle Williams.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, Kyle Williams, welcome. So, Jacques, let's see who we have in the comment section. We're gonna take a comment section break. Let's see what we got in the comment section. What's up, everybody?
Here, man, we got No Me in the building. He said, "Who y'all got for the 2nd round pick?" We'll recap here for you in a few. So just stay tuned. We got Amar. He said, "Definitely Luther." We got Nigel. We got Chris Martin. What up? He said, "What up, fellas? What up? What up?
What's good?"
We got Stevie BOE, man. What's happening?
What up?
He said, "Tighten up." Yes, sir. With the
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
yeah.
Yeah, buddy.
Doing that, don't it? Yeah.
Yeah, buddy. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Hey, I'm gonna be I'm gonna rock that Cam jersey, bro.
I am too. Yep. I don't do too many jerseys no more, but I said, you know what? I can make an exception. So
yeah, that's right. I got a question for those in the comment section as well. As you all know, Warren Moon, the greatest quarterback to play in this organization, in my opinion, I know Steve McNair is there too for sure, right? That's a great debate. But Warren Moon's one of the all-time greatest quarterbacks of all time. His number 1 has been retired. And, there's a debate if Cam Ward's going to wear it or not or whatever. I'm saying it looks like Warren Moon might be up to it or whatever. That's his opinion. If it's like, hey, I don't want him to, I get it. As a fan, do you want Cam Ward wearing number 1? Should the number 1 be taken off the rafters, and should Cam Ward put the jersey on? So y'all answer that while we in there, man. All right, Jacques.
Yes, sir. I'm back on the clock.
Are you ready? I don't think you're ready, Jacques. I don't think you're ready. All right, let's do a quick recap of who we drafted real quick, Jacques. All right, since we're in the middle of the draft. All right, so for me, Jacques, I'll start first. All right, so pick 1, of course, Cameron Anthony Ward. Pick number 2, Missouri receiver Luther Burden III. Round 4, Fadil Diggs, defensive end from Syracuse. And safety in the 4th round out of Ohio State, Lathan Ransom. What about you, sir?
All right, so let me go through mine real quick, man. So for me, of course, it was Cam Ward with the 1st pick. My 2nd pick, I'm going, and I keep butchering this joker name, man. Egbuka. Going with the receiver from Ohio State. So, man, hey, we're here. We get a nice, serviceable receiver that I think can take somebody's spot. And then we got Olu, man, from UCLA, man. He's a solid in the hands in the dirt linebacker / right end. He can play off the ball, very quickness. And then my 4th pick is Kyle Williams from Washington State.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I like your draft picks, Jacques.
Yes, sir. Same. Likewise, bro. Likewise.
Yeah, for sure. All right, so Jacques, we are now in round 5, bro. You got your card ready for round 5, bro.
I do. All
right. So we're getting towards the end of the draft. All right, so round 5. Pick 141. Jacques, Tennessee Titans selects.
Hold on, Hawker. Give me 1 minute. I'm about to add my guy because I thought I added him. Man.
Sometimes when you upload, they won't upload all of them. Be like, oh man, they had a picture.
That's crazy. That's crazy. All right, so my 5th pick. If you're gonna start the 5th round off right with Quincy Riley, man, from Louisville. Okay, he was Brownlee's teammate last year, and we need another DB, in my opinion. Brownlee's been doing his thing, so I think he has that on lock. We got McQuarrie, but we need DB depth, right? And of course at Louisville, man, he is 5'11", 194. What did he run in the 40, man? He ran like a 4.48, which is not bad, right? But something that stands out, man, 33 tackles, an interception, but he's around the ball. And what I mean by around the ball, it's like Brownlee. Brownlee is always around the ball. He was sticky. Quincy, he's a little bit more of a heavier corner, right? But at the same time, he's around it. Now, it wouldn't surprise me. It would not surprise me if he puts on weight and they switch him to safety eventually. But he's another one. Again, Louisville player that you can kind of plug and play and say, hey, do your thing, man. So, hey, Quincy Riley, welcome to Nashville, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. So, all right, Hawk. You are on the clock. I need your card.
All right.
The 5th pick in the 2025 draft.
So, Jacques,
Hawks Titans select.
Let me tell you this, Jacques.
Okay.
About the 5th round here. So you and I both, 1st round quarterback, 2nd round wide receiver. The defensive end, I had a defensive end. You had a who was round 3? The fourth round for you was a wide receiver. Okay, that's the only difference. Yeah. Say DB. I'm picking a DB here as well too, Jacques.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Denzel Burke. Denzel Burke.
Yes,
all right.
Yep.
Denzel Burke out of Ohio State. So I have 2 back-to-back 4th round picks. Well, late 4th, early 5th out of Ohio State. Denzel Burke was very accomplished going into college. He played a lot even as a true freshman. Won a national championship as well with Ohio State. I asked my son about this guy as well. He's a big Ohio State fan of him and Ransom. He's like, Dad, he's really good. Now, Burke, early in his career, was thrown out there in the fire, had some struggles. But, man, this season, he picked it up. To get a guy like Denzel Burke at this spot, which he could be available, would be huge for us. We need DBs. I think every draft you should draft a DB. Every draft. You need corners, right? And Denzel Burke is not only a good corner, he's got good size. Denzel Burke is 6'1", okay? Not a big interception guy. And Denzel Burke, I'm not going to say he's going to pop you on defense either. He's a willing tackler. He had 37 tackles last season. In his career, he had 2 interceptions last year, 4 as a career. So I'm not saying he's a big playmaking corner, but he's definitely a serviceable corner that can get out there and make some plays for sure and has the size to do it and has accolades. So this guy, he's very experienced to have played at Ohio State as a true freshman up to his junior season. So Denzel Burke is a good pick here, I think, man, out of Ohio State. So I would welcome Denzel Burke. Welcome to Nashville, Denzel Burke. Welcome.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Welcome to Nashville.
Yep.
All right, Hope. I guess I'm on the clock, huh?
Yep.
All right. I think it's the 2nd, 5th round pick. We're lucky we got 2 5th rounds. Yep. Now, I'm going in a slightly different direction here. We need some protection for our young quarterback and a future depth player that could turn into a starter.
Okay.
And with the 5th pick, Tennessee Titans select Jarrett Wilson. Now, don't get PTSD, people. He's the center for the University of Georgia. I know we had Isaiah Wilson. I know the Wilson name from Georgia kind of scares everybody, but this kid played a pivotal role on the Georgia offensive line. What stood out to me on the tape, man, is agility. He's very, very he moves from left to right. He moves almost like a tight end, man. He's really solid. Actually, man, I want to see what his 40. You ready for his 40 time, Hawk?
I'm listening. What was it?
He ran a 4.8, dog.
That's crazy, dude.
He ran a 4.8. Okay?
As a lineman, bro?
As a center. Yep. He's good at the second level, man. So he's pretty solid at that as well. It shows impressive strength. I think the knack on him is his size. Okay. He's not a big center, man. He is only 6'3", 310. Now, that's not a bad size. I know Ben Jones wasn't the biggest guy, right? But that can be a knock on you. But I think with Cushenberry's injury to his Achilles plays a big pivotal part in this, and you need some young talent to kind of get in there, man, and build a future building block that we need. So I'm going center here, man.
Jacques, I like the pick, dude. That makes perfect sense. Especially with the Cushenberry play thing. I think that's super smart to draft a center at this spot, man. And you can get a good center in 5th round for sure. Right. All right. So for me, Jacques, round 5, pick 167. You're gonna laugh because you already picked this guy. So I'm picking him in this spot. Wide receiver, Kyle Williams, man.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Washington State wide receiver, Kyle Williams. Okay, so there are reasons why I think Kyle Williams should be drafted. One, again, wide receiver with Cam Ward at Washington State. He was definitely a receiver that Cam Ward trusted. I think it's important to get when you have a young quarterback that's picked, especially number 1, if you can build some type of confidence and comfortability with him early, I think that's huge. Kyle Williams had 70 catches last year and almost 1,200 yards as a receiver. 14 freaking touchdowns. 14. Mm-hmm. So, he might be in the 4th like you have him. So I might have him too low. But, there's a lot of receivers in this draft. We'll see. The year before when he was with Cam Ward, he had 61 catches, 842 yards, and 6 touchdowns. So this guy has scored 20 touchdowns in the last 2 seasons and over 2,000 yards receiving in a college career. So this is an amazing guy here at this spot. He actually plays like Luther Burden. They play very similar. They're both about the same size and got about the same speed. Luther is more explosive than Kyle Williams. Kyle Williams is more of a possession receiver, but has deceptive speed. So basically, you and I both are saying Cam Ward need receivers, man. We got old men receivers. They my age out there. So I'm like, hey, man, we need some young guys out here, man. So I like Kyle Williams here in the 5th round, pick 167.
I like that. I like the pick. Of course, I like the pick because I picked him out. All right. Hawk, are you back on the clock?
Yep. It's round robin. Yep.
All right. He's with the 6th, man. We roll into the 6th, man. Now, people, if you don't know, we have 2 6th-round picks. We have no 7th-round picks. So, Hawk, what's your first 6th-round pick in the 2025 draft? What are you drafting, man?
All right. 6th round, last round of the draft for us. So, what I'm looking at here for us, man, at pick 178, you got to get guys that can bring you some depth, man. I'm going Tim Smith, Alabama, defensive tackle, 6'4", 300 pounds. So, Tim Smith, highly recruited out of high school, 4-star recruit. Tim Smith was 35 tackles last year. He had 2 sacks as well, 6.5 sacks as a career. This guy plays like a dog, okay? He absorbs a lot of blocks, and he plays at times plays nose tackle, plays on the outside as well, not at the end, but more at tackle. Very versatile guy, plays with a mean streak as well too. I think overall he's probably more talented than where he is right now, but I think the problem with him was his production. It wasn't as productive. But in the 6th round, you can't expect to have, we're going to draft the guy that had 10, 20 sacks. That's not going to happen in this round. So in this round, you're looking for depth. I think we need more depth in the defensive tackle spot. I think you can find that late in the draft. We have players like T.R. Tart that wouldn't even draft it, right? Now, T.R. Tart was much bigger than this guy, not as far as weight, but they're about the same height. So, I really like Tim Smith at this spot. Again, a very productive guy, 3-year start at the University of Alabama. I think that translates pretty well in the draft, translates in the league. In the 6th round, you get a guy like this, not productive, but can do something. Tim Smith, welcome to Nashville.
Nice. Good pick, man. Good pick.
Man. All right, so we got another drum roll for the 6th round. Pick 178. Jacques, Tennessee Titans selects.
All right, so I'm kind of like you said, we kind of lock in step. I'm going, man, Jalen Reed from Penn State, man. So we need a safety, okay? And I know a lot of people are like, why do we need a safety? We just picked up Xavier Woods. You need to get younger in that spot. I know we have Amani Hooker, who's a ball hawk. But we also missed Byard, and we've had issues filling that particular position. Now, Quandre Diggs, man, he was pretty solid when we had him, right?
Yes, sir.
He was a hitter. But this kid, man, just to go down like just everything. He's 6'2", 211, man. And man, statistically, man, this Joker, man, last year had 98 tackles, dog. 98 tackles, 3 sacks and 3 interceptions. So that tells me he's very active, man. He's very active. He's instinctual when it comes to coming downhill, and he will smack you. Okay, 4.49 is not bad for a safety, right? Not bad, right? Yep. But he's a more in the face. He's going to smack you in the box type of safety. When it comes to coverage, he's okay, right? But when it comes to tackling and you need a play, he's going to be there. If I need somebody to hit you in the mouth, he's going to be there. He's been around the ball. So he's more of a downhill safety that we need to replace that. And again, Xavier Woods, kind of old in the tooth, man. He's about my age out there. So it's about time to find those youthful legs to replace him. So I'm going Jalen Reed here, man, Penn State.
Hey, Jacques, I've seen Jalen Reed play a lot, bro. Actually, I've seen him play probably more than these later picks. I've seen him play a lot. Dude is a ball player, bro. Yeah. He's a ball player, dude. He is. That'd be if we could get him at that, man, that'd be amazing, bro. Mm-hmm. That'd be amazing. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Sure. Yes, sir. All right, Hope. You, my friend, on the clock.
Yes, sir.
6th pick in the 2025 draft. Hope, who you going with, brother?
All right. So given this is our last pick in the draft, this is, situation as well, man. Again, we need depth, and I think this could be a good spot for us. I am going offensive lineman Tate Rutledge out of the University of Georgia. As you can see, I like SEC offensive linemen just like you do as well, Jacques. It translates well in the league. So except for Isaiah Wilson. All right, so Tate Rutledge, 6'6", 308 pounds, plays guard, sometimes tackle, but his primary position is guard. We need interior help. You mentioned about, the guy that you drafted from University of Georgia, for spelling, say Cushenberry or something was to happen. we need interior help. Now, he doesn't play center, but I think this would be a great pick for us this late. You got a guy 6'6". He ran a 4.97 in the 40. And what I liked about it is like on the interior at Georgia, as much as Carson Beck and those guys were getting sacked at Georgia, he only allowed 1 sack. 2-year starter for University of Georgia. I think this would be a great pick at this spot, man. Pick 188. Tate George, University of Georgia. All right, Jacques.
Nice pick. Yes, sir.
Last pick of the draft. Round 6.
All right.
188.
All right.
Jacques,
Again.
Tennessee Titans selects.
Hey, I'm going more weapons here for the young bull, man. I'm going tight end here, man. Oronde Gaston, man, out of Syracuse, dude. And a lot of people know about this kid, man. His dad played in the NFL, he played for Miami. Pretty solid. But this kid was recruited as a wide receiver coming out of high school and converted tight end now, right? This joker 6'5", 243. All right. And last year, man, statistically, bro, he had 73 receptions, 934 yards, and 7 touchdowns. Now, for a tight end, it's like that's pretty solid, right? That's pretty solid. That's actually amazing. Prior to that, I think 2023 year, he was injured.
My bad. My mouse, I ain't got no mouse on this. Go ahead, keep going, bro.
And so with that, man, again, his 2023 season, he was hurt, he got injured, but his 2022 season was productive as well, man. 969 yards and 6 touchdowns. So you can tell he is a player that is serviceable and he's productive, okay? And when I've seen Syracuse play, because I did see him play a little bit, man, he was all over the place. And the thing that I like about him, he's a hybrid, right? We kind of already have that kind of mix on our team with Chig and Wiley. But I think with those two, they're just inconsistent. And I think sometimes it comes with quarterback play. Sometimes the quarterback play does affect it. I will say that. But we need to add another tight end that we know that can be a little bit more consistent. And I think he can sneak up there. Start probably playing special teams first, but if Wiley don't watch out, he can take Wiley's spot. And I've been able to see how Callahan runs his offense. He runs a tight end heavy offense, so he likes tight ends. So you can't never have enough tight ends. So, man, hey, welcome to Tennessee. Oronde, man, glad to have you, dog.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, Jacques.
Oh,
so we are officially done with the mock draft. So what I like to do, Jacques, we're going to do a full recap. We're going to show pictures and everything of the players, a real quick recap. Then we're going to open up the door for those in the comment section. We appreciate everybody watching the show and rocking with us, by the way, too. So we're going to make what, Jacques? Maybe 10 or 15 minutes. We get ready for this draft, bro, because I'm ready to pop some popcorn, sit back, drink a cold one, watch the draft. You know what I mean?
Yep. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Cool. All right. So, Jacques, if you want to go, you go ahead and go first on your picks, man.
Okay. Absolutely. So I'm just gonna give a quick recap of my players that I have us mocked to the Tennessee Titans. So of course, I think everybody knows this, man. Cam Ward, man. What else can I say, man? We need a quarterback. Titans should go ahead and get their quarterback. Round 2, I don't have us trading. I have us actually sticking in round 2 and picking Ohio State receiver Egbuka. I would say his name, Emike. I have us picking Emike, man. He's pretty solid, man. He'll be serviceable, and we don't know the jury out is on Treylon Burks. So we need a player, right? We need another receiver in this thing. So we need to get somebody. Next, I went Ole from UCLA, man. He's a linebacker / right end. We don't have one. Harold Landry left for the Patriots. So we need somebody to kind of come in and plug and play. He's an active player that's all around the ball, hands in the dirt, hands out the dirt. He's a good in pass coverage. So, hey, welcome to Tennessee, my friend. My next pick that I have in the 4th round, I believe, was Kyle Williams. What else can I say about this young man? This young man, he was Cam Ward's teammate at Washington State when he was there. Very productive, very sneaky. Again, another team-friendly or another quarterback-friendly wide receiver, and the continuity between him and Cam Ward. You can't have too much of that. So it's almost like a plug-and-play player as well. With my 5th pick, I went cornerback here. I went my boy Quincy Riley from Louisville, Brownlee's teammate. He's another DB that's not a ball hawk DB, but he's a great tackling DB, and he's always around the ball. Very instinctual and also very smart, too. So that's another thing that I got to point out with him. My next pick, man, I went center here. I went Jared Wilson. And don't get it confused with Isaiah Wilson. They're not related. But we need a center because, again, Cushenberry's injury, we don't know, and we need somebody for the future. And I feel like this young man will be perfect. He's very quick. Ran a 4.8 in the 40, which is ridiculous. I don't even think he's going to be here, to be honest with you. I think he'll be picked up before that. But this is wishful thinking, right? With the 2nd, 5th round pick that I got, man, I went Penn State's safety Jalen Reed. man, this kid had 98 tackles last year, 3 interceptions, 3 sacks. He's another one that you can kind of put in the box and say, hey, do your thing, man. He's instinctual. He's a downhill threat. He will smack you in the face, and we need that, missing that from Quandre Diggs once Quandre Diggs got hurt. And then we got a Rondé, man, from Syracuse, the tight end / I said hybrid, right? He reminds me of a receiver, but they got him listed as a tight end, man. Very productive at Syracuse. Was a pivotal part of their offense, man. Kyle McCord did his thing. If it wasn't for him, he would be there. So I think we need another tight end to add to the tight end room and somebody that can be more consistent. And we can almost say another tight end 1. And then 2, Chig is getting a little older. So we need a replacement for him too. So that's my recap of my 2025 mock draft. What about you, Hall?
Job. You did a hell of a job, bro. I like we pick all them guys, man. That would be a winning draft right there, bro. Because I have not really over the last 5 years, I've not agreed with the draft at all, really. Like right. So I hope that would be great. So my draft, round 1, pick 1, Cameron Anthony Ward. We've been saying it for months. He's available. We're not trading the pick. We need a quarterback. 1 + 1 = 2, and that's Cam Ward. Welcome to Nashville, Cam Ward. Pick 1. We've talked about him. We're here today. Within the hour, Cam Ward will be a Tennessee Titan. Welcome to Nashville, Cameron Anthony Ward. Welcome. His mama called him Cameron. I'm going to call him Cameron. Welcome. All right. Round 2, I have us drafting a Missouri wide receiver, Luther Burden III, a playmaking wide receiver. Could arguably be the best receiver in this draft. When you talk about just flat-out talent, route running, catching, and making plays, Luther Burden makes, as they say, crap out of whatever, right? This man does this. He was Missouri's all receiver. This guy has been a success. Over 18, almost 1,900 yards over the last 2 seasons. Luther Burden III, welcome to Nashville. And then in the 4th round, I didn't have his picture earlier, but in the midst of our conversation, I was able to get the picture uploaded so y'all can at least see what he looks like. Is Syracuse defensive end for Dill Diggs. This guy here, 6'5.5", ran a 4.5 in the 40 at 257. This guy's a pure defensive end. He played at Texas A&M early in his career, transitioned to Syracuse, had his best season last year. He's a project, and I think he could do something in the league. If we could get him in the 4th round, I think that'd be big in the midst of a lot of talented defensive ends in this draft. Our next pick in the 4th round that I had was Lathan Ransom, the talented free safety out of Ohio State, 6 foot 206, ran a 4.4 in the 40 in the combine. This guy is a pure hitter. He will knock your head off. I like that type of play or whatever. We need that at safety. We need some dogs, and he will fulfill that position. And in the next pick in the 5th round in 141, his teammate Denzel Burke. Denzel Burke's a tall corner, 6 foot 4.48 in the 40. Denzel Burke, a very accomplished corner, especially in his last season. Very accomplished as well coming out of high school. He has the talent, just needs to be around and just get better. Denzel Burke here in the 5th round. Then Jacques, the guy that you picked in the 4th round that I have as well. In this round, in the 5th round, wide receiver out of Washington State, Cal Williams. Cam Ward's favorite receiver at Washington State just 2 years ago. Bring him back to comfortability land. Cal Williams is very similar to me to Luther Burden. Luther Burden's a little more explosive, but he's the same type of receiver. We'd be glad to have him, man, here in Nashville. After that, man, I went back to defense in the 6th round. Again, it's hard to kind of go through these pictures without my mouse. But in the 6th round, we have Alabama defensive tackle Tim Smith. I'm going to pull up his picture in just a second.
Tim Smith.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
I got you. All right, cool. Okay, cool. All right, Tim Smith right here. Oh, go ahead. Thank you. Tim Smith here, defensive tackle, Alabama. You got a guy 6'6", man. This guy here with 6'4", 300 pounds out of Alabama, defensive tackle. Not as productive as we thought he could be in college, but man, he could be in the right situation. Could be a fill-in D tackle as a backup. And the last pick I had is Tate Rutledge from the University of Georgia. This guy here, 6'6", 308 pounds. He only allowed 1 sack as an interior lineman. This guy here could be a plug-and-play as well as a backup. Hey, I like Tate Rutledge. You never know what offensive line. He go somewhere, man, and he could start one day. You never know. So that's my recap. All right. Cool.
So you want to do a quick chop up, man?
Absolutely. Yes, sir. So for those who have not been a part of our live chop up, man, hey, throw some questions out there, man. If you throw a super chat out there, it supersedes any other comment that's out there. Let's see what we got. Sir.
So I want to say Jeremiah, man, he came in first, man. So Jeremiah, I got to respect you, bro. You came in with the first question. He said, what's your opinion on Cam Ward? Hulk, what's your opinion on Cam Ward?
Cam Ward is a guy, man. You look at a guy that's played in 3 programs. Incarnate Word, the University of Washington State University, and University of Miami. And everywhere he's went, he's elevated them. And, last year, Miami's offense was one of the best offenses in the country. Just too bad their defense was the worst in the country. He's just a complete total opposite. But Cam Ward made players around him just so much better. He's going to have guys get drafted because of him. Mm-hmm. And I think that's what we need in Tennessee. We need a guy that not only can think, but actually can make throws in the pocket and even outside the pocket. The quarterbacks that are in the league that are successful right now can do those things. Cam Ward has that ability. That's what makes him different than Shedeur Sanders. I think he makes smarter decisions than, say, Jackson Dart. You got Jalen Monroe. He's not as good of a thrower as Cam Ward, especially in intermediate passes. So I just think he's just different. And we need a quarterback. Pick the best quarterback available. Hey, give it a few years, see if it works. Why not? Go for it. Cam Ward, that's my opinion. Jock?
Yes, sir. I mean, I agree, man. Again, we've been watching this kid since last year, man. And not everybody is film people, right? That's only a small percentage of people that know how to break down film, look at film, know what you're looking at and everything. But if you want to just look at a highlight on YouTube or anything to get your confidence, because it seems like some people are still not sold, man, go and just look at those games, man. And he got his Incarnate Ward film on YouTube. He has Washington State film on YouTube, and he has his Miami film on YouTube. You can see 3 different things, but he still looks the same. And he's been able to elevate those programs. And it's impressive what he's been able to do with each program is to get them out the mud. And again, a lot of people, if there's a documentary out there, man, if I can find it, man, I'll put it in the comment section when it's post. But go check it out, man. It'll give you a different perspective of him. And he's a good kid, man. He's a good leader, very smart. So you once we draft him, you're getting a solid player, man. Something we haven't had in a minute. So
thanks.
All right. Ed Champ, he says, so how do y'all feel about the Titans taking best player available? Now, Hawk, I think we had a conversation about this.
Mm-hmm.
They did mention that if they see, I'm down with that, man. Actually, I'm okay with that. If you got the best player available on your board, James Pierce Jr. is there, man, take him. If you see Amike, take him. If you see Luther Burden, he's there, take him. If he's on your board, and you see BP, man, take him. Take him. BPA, best player available. I'm 100% with it because you can't never have too many good players on your team.
That's right. And that's round 2, y'all, not round 1. Best player, we got Cam Ward. But yes, agree.
Yes, sir. All right, let me see. There was more questions out here. I thought I saw another one. Give me 1 minute. Minute. Here we go. Scooter Kelly, what's up? What's happening? He said, would you be confident in Cam if we still have Vrabel? Hawk, would you be confident in Cam?
It would depend. I think it would depend on the offensive coordinator because I don't think Vrabel has a lot of say in the quarterback or offense just in general. I think it just depends on, and we'll see that this year with Drake May, right? So I think Vrabel would have given Cam Ward his due, like, man, do your thing, bro. Like, I don't think he would bother him that much because I think he had a good relationship with Will Levis.
Yeah, he did.
You know what I'm saying? Though he made Will Levis wanted to get accolades and all that. Vrabel was like, no, dog, no, not yet, bro. You need to play better, right? And he was right at the end of the day, right? So, I think it'd have been all right. What about you, John?
Yeah. Again, Vrabel kind of lets you do your thing until you start effing up, right? When you start effing up, that's when he has a problem. But again, he wanted C.J. Stroud. He tried to get C.J. Stroud. He couldn't get him. So I can tell he wants a quarterback and he wants to win. So
facts.
Definitely. What up, Pat? He says, what do y'all think about the report from Matt Miller that we are interested in trading back up into the first round? Now, I was looking for it on Twitter. X. I'm trying to find that report.
Yeah.
But would I be mad at it? I haven't heard that yet. But would I be mad at it? No. That just tells me they want to win. Now, you got to give up some draft capital to do that. But that's the first time. This is the first time me hearing that. So, Pat, if I can find it, I'll definitely look at it. But, would you be mad at that, Hawk?
We don't have enough, man. The only way we trade back is to trade the number 1 pick. We don't have enough. So I don't think that can happen. It has to, the first pick would have to be the reason because we only have a second round pick. We have no third. So to move up, we'd have to.
Or you might have a player and your first round next year too. You never know.
It's a hell of a point, Jock.
That's
facts, bro. That's facts. I'm looking at straight drafts. You're right. That's right.
It depends, man.
I still say we don't have enough.
I agree.
To get a first round pick?
Yeah.
Who?
Yeah.
I
don't know extra. Jeffrey Simmons. But I think he's more of a second round grade. But
right.
Don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
Do you think we trade Levis? Hawk, do you think we trade Levis tonight or this weekend?
Yeah, I do. I would like to keep Will Levis, man, to be honest with y'all. Like, I think he'd be our best quarterback too, for sure. And even in the start of the season, even if he started early, like, to get Cam ready or whatever, I get it. I understand that. But because I'm looking at Brandon Allen and who's the other guy that we got? Boyle? Tim Boyle. So
Tim Boyle. Yeah.
Will Levis is clearly the best quarterback of the three. It's not even close. So I would really hope we don't. But I think, mark my words, y'all. Y'all called me crazy. Y'all called me like the movie Lean on Me. You called me crazy, right? If we trade Will Levis, I do think we could get a 4th round pick for Will Levis.
Okay.
And I know people thought 5th and 6th. Now I understand that. I do. I get it. He's a quarterback, and he has started in this league. He has value. He had value. So yeah, I think we do. Yes. What about you, Jacques?
If we don't trade him tonight, if he has a good preseason, I could see us trading him. If his preseason is good, I can see us going in a different direction. I think the Titans are wanting to kind of go in a different direction. And I think they kind of want to give him a shot too. So it's almost like the Malik Willis type thing. When Malik Willis went in preseason, did his thing, had trade value, they traded him. They got a nice little pick for him. So if he doesn't get traded to this weekend, because we still got the draft today, tomorrow, and Saturday. Right. If he doesn't get traded, then yeah, I can say that. But we'll see. Possible trade back with the second.
We'll go 2 or 3 more questions, y'all.
Okay. Rashid, I actually talked about this scenario here because I feel like we are 35. I think you'll see a run on court. If you don't see a run on quarterbacks in the first round, where Shedeur happens to fall out the second round somehow, which I don't think that's going to happen. If Jackson Dart, Will Howard, if they decide Miro from Alabama, if they all fall out the first round, we got capital, man, because you have teams, and even besides that, you have teams like the Steelers, who I think has a lot of draft picks, the San Francisco 49ers. Specific teams have like a lot of capital to play with. So I wouldn't be mad if it happened. I wouldn't be mad. Yep. I wouldn't be mad.
Me neither.
Manuel says, do you see us winning the AFC South?
No.
Nope. No. Not yet. Be patient. I think they've been able to talk to Amy and let her know, hey, let's be patient if we get Cam, right? If we get Cam, just be patient, because it's like, hey, we got us a franchise quarterback. Now we just need to build around him. And I think she'll be comfortable with that, right? But I don't see us winning the AFC South, not just yet.
Yep. Though our division, the AFC South, is trash, Emmanuel. It's a trash division. And the only team to really worry about is the Texans, at least at this point, right?
Yep.
And I can see the Colts getting a little bit better. They got to figure out their quarterback situation. Yeah, and Jacksonville, they're everywhere. So I'm not saying down the road it can't happen, but next year, we're still building, man.
Yeah. No, I agree. Yeah, Let me see how. I thought I had another question. Oh, another thing I do like, we are picking number 1, and we're picking high in these rounds, besides the 4th and 5th round and the 6th round. This is lovely because we can get it over with. We don't have to wait. We don't have to sit there unless you just want to watch the draft.
Right.
Hey, do your thing. But we get to sit back like we got the number 1 pick. Oh man, we good. We straight. Let's go. We Gucci, bro. We Gucci.
Facts. All right, we'll go one more question, y'all.
One more good.
We appreciate everybody in the chat, by the way, too. Everybody's watching the show, man. It's a festive day. It's a holiday, y'all. Welcome.
It is.
To you and your families, man. You know what I'm saying? It's a holiday today.
It is. And if you made the trip, man, hey, shout out to you, man. Shout out to you.
For sure.
Let me see here. Looking for another question. If you got one more question, go ahead and throw it in, because we about to roll off here in a minute.
Yep.
Let me see. Shout out to and Holt, the quote unquote offensive coordinator. I think he has a relationship with Kyle Williams. I think he coached, I think, at Washington State.
Okay.
So the pieces are just it's making too much sense, man, with a lot of this stuff, man. I'm like, And then the comments that Callahan is saying, hey, we need to set this quarterback, we need to do this, and So
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, man.
You all excited, man, as we are, man, that we got the first pick in the draft. We about to have a new Tennessee Titan within the next 30 minutes, man. That's exciting, bro.
Man. Well, actually, not 30 minutes. What you think? We're talking about we got 5.
Yeah.
5 minutes.
Well, they be taking a while. They got to do the pregame show and all that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So. Also, I will say this too. you have heard things about how the Giants tried to trade it with the Titans and little rumors like that where they're saying that they were the most aggressive. And I think they had a nice little package for him, but the Titans were like, nah. So that tells me that they see something that they really, 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 really like. So
yeah, for sure, man. Absolutely. Yeah. That's good point, Jock. That's true.
Yep.
So, all right. Well, listen, y'all. Look, we know the draft's about to start. We don't want to hold you all any longer, man. I myself about to go upstairs, cook up some dinner for the kids, eat me some popcorn. Hey, I'm about to sit back and enjoy this draft. When the draft is on, I dial in, bro. I'm literally dial in. So I'm gonna tell y'all, listen, I want to say thank you all for watching the show, man. If you have not followed us or subscribed to us, man, shame on you. Do that right now. Follow us here on Tennessee Titans Weekly. Follow us on Bleacher Report as well. I'm at Lorenzo_the_Hump. Jacques is at Jacques Merrill on Bleacher Report. We have our weekly show every week. Sometimes we have 2 shows. So check us out. We're out there. Check us out on Instagram, Tennessee Titans Weekly. Check us out on Twitter, Titans Weekly 24/7. We're on Spotify. We're on TikTok, everywhere, Apple, everywhere. You name it. We got content out there, y'all. We're not just on YouTube. We're everywhere. So we out there.
Yes, sir. And we appreciate y'all again, Weekly family, for watching the show, participating, supporting, right? And when y'all do subscribe to those particular entities, please cut your notification bells on. It lets you know when we go live. Now, I know sometimes these platforms be tripping because of the simple fact that they don't push out the notifications like they should. Thanks. But just pay attention because, hey, we're out here. And again, y'all enjoy the draft. It's about to start in about 4 minutes here, 3 minutes to 4 minutes. Hey, fingers crossed. If you got anxiety, man, chug one, take a shot, man. And hey, hope as we do all the time, man, go ahead and take us up out this joint, bro.
Okay, y'all. All right. We hope y'all have a great rest of your day. And as we always say, and as we always do, bro, facts.
No paper.
Hey, Jacques, let's get our quarterback, dog.
Yes, sir.